In this video lecture, I'm going to teach you how to download and install Java Development Kit (JDK) on your own system. Okay, so open up any browser of your choice: Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, or Google Chrome or Safari, and then you go to Google and simply type JDK and hit enter. So this brings up to a new window entirely, and the first link you see here is Java SE Downloads, Oracle Technology Networks, Oracle. Go ahead and hit on that link immediately. So if you hit on this link, it's going to open up a new window entirely for you. So in this place, you will see Java Platform JDK 10. This is the latest version at the time of making this video. So I believe you are going to see JDK 10 in your own system at the moment. Then go ahead and hit on Java Platform, and another window is opened up for you entirely. So now we are going to download Java Development Kit JDK 10. Come down here under Java SE Development Kit 10.0.2. You are going to see the operating systems that are supported for this. So if you don't have any of these, please try as much as possible to get either Linux, Mac OS, Solaris, or Windows. But at the moment, at the time of making this video, I am using Windows. So go ahead and bring your mouse down here. But before you do that, move your mouse to this point and click on Accept License Agreement. I will hit on this. Now, thank you for accepting the Oracle Binary Code License Agreement for Java SE. You may now download this software. So go ahead and hit on Downloads. And when you hit on Downloads, this will immediately come up. So down here, you can see what do you want to do with JDK 10. I'll go ahead and hit on Save. And this will immediately start downloading. It does not waste time. So currently it has finished downloading. So go ahead and hit on Open Folder. Let's go ahead and see that. So you can see I have JDK 10.0.2 Windows here. So double click on this and that is going to come up very soon. All right. So we want to install this on our system because we'll be taking everything step by step. So you can see preparing to install. So welcome to the installation wizard for Java SE Development Kit. So now, this wizard will guide you through the installation process for Java SE Development Kit. So go ahead and hit on Next, and go ahead and hit on Next, and this will begin installation immediately. So it does not waste time as we go ahead and do that step by step. So preparing installer, and you can see this part. Say you can click this, or you go ahead and copy this part, anyone, but I'll ask you to leave it. I'll show you how to copy this part. Go ahead and hit on Next. So now you can see successfully installed. Now go ahead and hit on Close. And this is entirely closed for us. Now move your mouse. I'm going to bring this close to this point. So you can see your PC here. So go ahead and open this PC and go to local disk and double click on this. It opens. I think I'm going to minimize this a little bit. So let me go to medium. Let me put it in a medium. Oh, let me go ahead and put that to be large. So go to your program files and double click and open your program files. So under here you can see Java. Double click and you can see Java 10.0.2. and JRE 10.0.2. So the first one is Java Development Kit, and the second one is Java Runtime Environment. So you must have these two things, all right? So go ahead and open the JDK, and go ahead and open Bing or anything. Click on any of these. I mean any of these application extensions here, and right click on that, go to properties. So under properties, you can see this here, location. Go ahead and copy this location here. Go ahead and copy that. Yeah, copy this and close this again, and go back to your PC and click on your PC here. Right click and go to properties. So this will come up very soon. So this is what you get whenever you click on properties, and go to advanced system settings and double click on that. So when you click, you have this small icon pop up for you here, and here you have some stuffs here. You can see environment variables right down here. So go ahead and click on environment variables, and another window open up for you. Okay, because for the sake of people who don't have Java 9, the time I taught Java 9, I'm going to delete this part here. I'll delete that so we can do that step by step. Now, go ahead and hit on new and type path, and go down here at variable value and go ahead and paste what you've just copied. Okay, so now hit OK, and you can see paths, and this is JDK 10.0.2. Okay, I hope that is okay. Go ahead and hit OK. Go ahead and hit OK. You can go over here and close this and close all this, and you've successfully downloaded and installed JDK on your system. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about anything in this lecture, please do well to put your questions on the question and answer section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture. In this video, we'll be downloading Eclipse IDE for Java programming. Okay, on your browser, go ahead and type www.eclipse.org. So you go ahead and click on search now. The first thing you see here is Eclipse, the Eclipse Foundation open source community website. So this is the official website we'll be visiting right now for Java programming. Go ahead and click on this now. Okay, a new window is entirely open for us. Go ahead and click on download. Alright, a new window has been entirely opened again. Now, move your mouse down to Get Eclipse Oxygen. In the time of watching this video, the Eclipse Oxygen is the one available. Maybe later on, you can see different Eclipse coming up. They are just the same. You have Eclipse Nano, we have many of them, too many. So I believe that they used to change this as time goes on, but they still do the same thing. You don't need to freak out. Okay. Don't click on download 64-bit. Remember, I am using 64-bit system, and the Eclipse detects automatically which bit system I'm using, and it gives me the suitable Eclipse IDE for my system. If you're using 32-bit, you're going to get 32, or if you don't see 32, go ahead and click on the 64. But because I want to make sure everything goes on well with us, move your mouse to download packages and click on download packages. Alright, it opens a new window entirely. Because this is a beginner's course and I want us to see everything step by step just the way it is, go ahead and move down. we have different Eclipse for different projects. Here, we have Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. We have Eclipse IDE for Java developers. We have Eclipse IDE for C/C++ developers, Eclipse IDE for PHP developers, Eclipse IDE for Eclipse committers, and Eclipse IDE for JavaScript and web developers, Eclipse IDE for Java and DSL developers, and lots of more. So we go down, you see we have lots of things. Now over here, when you go here, you can see that this has been downloaded 715,000 times. It is more than Eclipse IDE for Java developers, which have been downloaded 400,000 times. More than 400,000 times precisely. Now you can move over here and check the bit you are using. Because I am using 64-bit for this course and my laptop is 64-bit, yours may be 32-bit. You go ahead and choose 32-bit. If your laptop is 64-bit system, go ahead and join me as I go ahead and click on 64-bit right now. So it immediately starts to download. Then for you to proceed to download, you go ahead and hit on download right now. Without wasting time, you can see that it is currently downloading Eclipse IDE J Oxygen. It's going to be in a zip file. Now you can contribute to Eclipse community because it is open source. You are not paying for this. I hope that is clear. Okay, this is all about downloading Eclipse. Let's go ahead and see how we can use Eclipse for our project. Eclipse has completely downloaded and we can see this here. Eclipse JIG Oxygen 32-bit, 64-bit. See all there, they are compatible for both 32-bit and 64-bit. Even though I clicked on 64, I still got for both Windows 32 and Windows 64. Go ahead and right click on this. You left click and you extract everything here. It's going to extract all these right here. So it's not going to waste time. Right now we've extracted Eclipse right here and you can see that just here. You can go ahead and open this by double clicking on it and you have your folder right here. So go ahead and open this Eclipse folder and here you can see your Eclipse application. So go ahead, right click on that and left click right now. Go to send and take it to desktop. Let's create a shortcut so that it can always be there because there is no need for us coming here always to open our Eclipse. Go ahead and hit on desktop. You can close all these right now. Go ahead and close all these things. Okay, so right here you can see Eclipse shortcuts. You can go ahead and open this up by double clicking on it. The Eclipse will come on just very shortly. So you can see this Eclipse December 2017. This is when it was released. So as I told you, you can see Eclipse might be released next time and it will change from Oxygen 0.2 to maybe Oxygen 0.3 or any other version that is out there. So I believe that by the time you're watching this video, you might have another Eclipse IDE that has been updated. So let's go ahead and wait for this to come up. So this will ask you select a directory as workspace. You can go ahead and tick this, use this as a default and do not ask again, and go ahead and click on launch. So let's go ahead and wait for this to complete. So this comes up always. It will ask you always show welcome at startup. So there's no need showing welcome at startup. Go ahead. In this video lecture, we're building our first ever project using Eclipse IDE, which we installed previously in this course. Okay, move your mouse to welcome and close this window that shows up here always, because this appears as a result of the fact that you installed Eclipse newly as a beginner. So let's go ahead and close this and it goes off. Now you have your whole window to work with in this course. Okay, before we start, I'm going to take you step by step so that you can be able to understand everything we are doing. And this is how you run all your Java projects. First of all, move your mouse to File and click on File. Move your mouse to New and you see another tab just right here. Move your mouse to Project and click on Project. Okay, now you have all this bunch of files here. Move your mouse and click on Java Project. Go ahead and hit on Next. Now, when you are creating a Java project, as a beginner, we are used to writing first project, second project, third projects. But as a professional, you will name your project according to what you are working on. If you are building a desktop application for a church, you can name it a church project or anything that will help you to remember this project in next years to come. I have seen a situation where people build lots of projects and at the end they don't know which project they are looking for. Therefore, I will advise you as a beginner, don't ever make the mistake of writing first project, second project, third projects, because you are going to get confused when you come back to look for a particular project and you don't know where it belongs to. Name your project according to project you are working on. Because this is the first project we are working on and we are about to create a Hello World project, which is what is needed as a beginner. Let's go ahead and name our project Hello World. This is called a camel case, whereby the first letter is in lowercase and the second letter is in uppercase. You can see that my H is in lowercase and my W is in uppercase. It is called a camel case. Now that you have done this, move your mouse below and go ahead and hit on Finish. It's going to create a path for you. Go ahead and hit on Remember My Decision. You know why this is coming up is because you are creating this the first time. We installed everything newly. Okay, go ahead and hit on No because you want to open a perspective now. Go ahead and click No. And this go over here and create a file called Hello World. Over here, you can see a tiny pointer. Go ahead and hit on that. And it gives you some other things that are associated with the folder or the file you just created. Go ahead and hit on Source. SRC means source. You left click on that and it gives you a new window or a new tab. Move your mouse and go ahead and select Package. I will advise you to leave the package name just the way it is. The same with the name of the project. Go ahead and hit on Finish. So now you've created a package, Hello World. This is going to be the package name that you appear when you're about to write this code. We are going to see all this step by step. So go ahead and left click again on this package you've just created and move your mouse to New. In Java programming, everything we are creating here is a class. So you must always have a class. Go ahead and hit on Class. Let the class name be Hello. So I typed in Hello. And it's going to be a public class. It's not going to be a private. So go ahead and hit on Finish. And you're going to see something new entirely. So now you can see that we've created a class and our package name is Hello World and the public class is Hello. So inside here, we are going to create a static void main and it's going to be public. I'm going to explain everything step by step. Let's go ahead and create public static void main, and inside here is going to have some parameters string. Go ahead and put opening and close brace. So now you are going to pop out whatever you want to write. What do you want to display? Let's go ahead and put system.out.println. Let's go ahead and write it. So we are about to display hello world. I'm going to say this is hello world. And now that you have done this, go ahead and move your mouse to run and hit on run. And it's going to ask you this. You can click on always save resource before launching so that this doesn't pop up again. And go ahead and hit OK. So down here, you can see this is hello world. You can go ahead and change anything again inside what you've written. I can say welcome to Java programming. Go ahead and hit on run again. Welcome to Java programming. You can see it down here. Alright, so this is about creating hello world. This is the first project. I know you don't understand what most of these things do, but as time goes on, you will understand it. But remember, in Java programming, you must always have a package, and you always create a class. Public static void main, it is when you are not returning anything. That is when you have a void. For you to be able to print out anything, you're going to use system.out.println. So now that you've created it, you don't need to freak out if you don't understand anything, because we'll be creating lots of projects and we'll be explaining everything step by step to the end. I believe that before we get to the end of this course, that you've really understand most of the things that are needed to become a good Java developer. So now that you've created your first ever program in Java, I am glad that you are welcome to Java programming. So, if you have any question concerning this lecture, please use the question and answer section below, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.